way to get in touch with nature and live a healthy lifestyle than to eat nature's food? Sounds simple, right? Could it be that easy? Well, I have to admit, I had never heard about my next guest's diet until recently. So I was curious to know, is it a healthy diet that also helps you to lose weight? Joining me with the answers is the founder of the Earth Diet, Liana Werner-Gray. Liana, thank you so much for being here. Tell me a little bit about the Earth Diet.
So the Earth Diet is a lifestyle that has us focus on what Earth provides naturally.
And you called it the Earth Diet, I know, because why?
Because it's basically appreciating all the ingredients that Earth provides us with.
But weren't you Miss Australia Earth?
Oh, I was, yeah, Miss Earth Australia.
Australia. So I knew it had something to do with that.
Yeah.
I was like, that's very apropos. So it's basically like a raw food diet, isn't it?
Majority, yeah. I promote to most people to eat a majority plant-based diet.
Plant-based diets. So why do you choose plants and not meat?
Because from what I've seen with working with a lot of people, that people really thrive off plants. People lose excess weight when they eat majority plants, and they just feel better.
Don't you get people say, well, how can I grow big and strong on plants? Did you ever see a gorilla or a cow? I mean, they're herbivores that are big and strong, so it's it's a very good diet.
Yes, and there's lots of proof out there now to show the results, like the before and the after.
You have a book out?
Yes, I do.
What's it called?
The Earth Diet.
Well, I could have guessed that one, couldn't I? But what I liked about your diet and what you pitched me when we talked about coming on the show was to talk about what people are eating and what they could substitute in from the Earth Diet that would be much more healthy for them.
Yes.
Because I think that people don't really understand how many great products there are out there.
Yeah, people don't really understand, and I was addicted to junk foods for 5 years before getting a lot of health issues and being forced to change my diet. So I've also learned that a lot of other people are also addicted to junk foods and chemicals. So I found a way to, show people how they can still incorporate and eat their favorite flavors and foods and tastes and variety, but using Earth's natural ingredients.
So I'm gleaning from that statement you just made that you believe all your health issues came because you were eating junk food.
I do believe that, yeah.
And you think that's for a lot of people it's the same way.
Yeah, because there's so many chemicals in junk foods, and it's very hard for our body to process and digest all those chemicals.
Well, I also think people don't think about that. They think, oh, I just had one or two of these things, but, it's one or two pieces of cake or cookies or chips a week or a day can really make a huge difference in your health. And that's really what this show is about. So let's show people how they can be just that little bit healthier.
Excellent.
Why don't we start over at this end? We're talking about the nacho cheese chips.
Yeah. So, well, the regular processed kind is obviously extremely toxic for the human body. And, I mean, if people eat a packet of these, imagine these just in here, it's just immediate bloat. So, a good alternative is the raw kale chips. And there's also a lot of healthier chips out on the market right now, too, like beet chips and carrot chips, zucchini chips.
I am a big zucchini chip eater. I just ordered 21 bags of zucchini with sesame Dijon. Oh my gosh, I am so addicted to them. Yes, there's so many more opportunities out there on the market today to find great raw snacks that are good for you.
Yes.
There's no excuse these days not to be eating healthy.
There's really not.
We could do some substitutions. Get rid of those nacho cheese chips, and we could do. And these are these the? Oh, these are the naked ones, but they also have the cheese kale.
Yes.
Which are really cool, too.
People can also make their own, just putting kale into their dehydrator or their oven with some nutritional yeast and some salt. Right. And they can make their own. And
they've also got onion chips out there, too. Onion rings, big, huge. Okay, let's go on to sodas. So you're talking about soda. By the way, both of these have caramelized coloring in it, which we've already learned is created by huge amounts of chemicals. So caramelized color, just one of the terrible ingredients that are in some of these products.
Just one.
That's just one.
Right.
And you were talking about kombucha instead.
Yes. So kombucha is like nature's soda, and it's becoming very well known to be the soda replacement for people who love soda.
Okay, I'm going to one-up you. I love my probiotic drink. I even put it out here. This is actually mine.
Awesome.
This is my favorite probiotic drink, and again, you get your probiotics with it. It's also sparkling and fizzy.
Cool.
Let's move on. You have candy versus fruit straps.
Yeah, so fruit straps are just fruit, and people can make this at home by juicing fruit or just pureeing their fruit, putting it into the oven or dehydrator, and then you get these beautiful fruit straps right here. And then to make them more like candy, if you want like the squishy, chewy candy, you can just fold them or even roll them into balls. And now you have like a big square gummy bear
So when you put this in the oven, it should not be over 115 degrees because
Correct.
that is the envelope. That's pushing the envelope towards the edge of raw.
Yeah.
Over 115 degrees, of course, it kills the vitamins and it kills the enzymes, but it denatures the vitamins and minerals.
Yeah,
Makes
so-
them harder to absorb.
Yeah, so keep it under and, dehydrate these for about 4 to 5 hours.
Perfect. And cookies. What do you have in place of cookies?
Okay, so instead of processed cookies, we can make cookies with 3 simple ingredients that are gluten-free and also very high in protein and nutrition with the almond flour, almond meal, honey, or for vegans they can use maple syrup, and then pure vanilla extract. Or you could get the vanilla pods and scrape out the beans. So then you just mix those 3 together and you have a raw cookie dough. And then you can roll it into balls. Or
Listen, some people just like eating the cookie dough, right?
They do, yeah. So yeah, it's ready to eat in 5 minutes.
And by the way, you can get your raw almonds, you can germinate them for 8 hours in water, put them in your dehydrator and powder them yourself. And then you
Yes.
actually have a completely raw cookie dough.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on. I'm going to check out more about the Earth Diet, and I appreciate you explaining it all to us.